think I will start with what I do in general, because this will help explain the work here. And I use induction coils, little devices, or they're called pickups, which make electromagnetic fields audible. And you can imagine them like kind of stethoscopes that you use to listen to a heartbeat. They have also approximately the same size. And if they are moved around an electronic device, like for example a computer, a laptop, or a smartphone, you can hear the electromagnetic fields which are being radiated by electronic devices all the time. In speed of light, they are there, but we cannot see them. And with those devices, you can make them audible. So these are my basic tools. These are pickups for electromagnetic fields. I was also thinking of adding a department for electromagnetic waves to the Ministry of Hacking. And then I arrived here, and to get started, I had the idea to, during the period of setting up the exhibition, that all participating ministries would meet every morning for a little ritual gathering, and we would reboot our computers together, and using those pickups, and to jam with it. So we move the pickups, and we get to know how our own computer sounds while rebooting. And at the same time, we have kind of traces of the infrastructure of the Ministry of Hacking. And that's and these sounds will also be audible during the exhibition as kind of the background. And then while being here and talking to Marit van Dessel and also to Anne Goldenberg, I realized that it somehow there's a lot of overlap of the Department of Electromagnetic Waves with the Department of Shadows and Wave, and with the Department of Care and Wonder. So we kind of had a strategic talk, and we decided to rather set up an office for a Hertzian space jamming. I will explain the Hertzian space in a minute, which is kind of a joint venture or joint effort between the Department of Shadows and Waves, and with strong support of the Department of Care and Wonder. And the term Hertzian space means or relates to all like Hertzian from Hertz, all frequencies of electromagnetic fields. And it's a term which would like to emphasize the also physical and invisible realities of electronic devices. So if you think of the virtual space talks about the digital life, but doesn't consider that there's always hardware involved and bodies involved. And the term Hertzian space wants to think about the whole sphere. That's why I used it for the office. It's a Hertzian space jamming. And the jamming is the office wants to provide tools to pick those electromagnetic fields up and to be able to listen to them and also to play with them. So you can use the pickups, move them around, and make kind of our own choreography. And in the exhibition space, there will be a few of those pickups available, and they can be used to pick up the electronic infrastructure which is here set up by the other departments. But visitors can also bring their own device, their own computer and smartphone, and try how it sounds to reboot. these electromagnetic fields, which are immanent in all electronic devices, are, for example, used to as spying tools. So I think it's one in a rather political, but also in a personal way relevant to know that they are there. And I use them in my own work in a rather playful way to allow to use your computer not as a working device, but as a musical instrument for noise music. But it makes this level of, this physical level perceivable, and just to know that it's there. Yeah.